It's Nolan. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Now, if y'all have not noticed already, if you just look in the corner over here, you see we have a new logo inside the industry with J Nolan. J Nolan News is no more, and this is just strictly for branding purposes. This is something that I'm going to be growing, turning it into a podcast, ongoing thing. And of course, I'm an artist and musician, etc. So I wanted it all to just kind of be more aligned. So that if in the future I decide to have guests on here or we have different people come on, whatever the case may be, it can all be under the Inside the Industry umbrella, because y'all know I try to give more industry insight. I try to give you guys the expertise that I have working in the music industry, working as a songwriter, working as a person that makes music for TV and film, and ghostwriting for other artists. So I try to give you guys the additional context with everything that I do. So Inside the Industry is the new platform, okay? Some of y'all have been asking, you got a name for us, the viewers? Yeah, y'all gonna be the insiders. Y'all my insiders. A lot of y'all are actually very knowledgeable about the music industry and just music and entertainment as a whole. A lot of y'all be schooling me on certain things in the comments, and as long as y'all respectful, I'm always gonna be respectful back. But some people, when y'all try to take them personal jabs, y'all be getting y'all feelings, and I come smack you up in the comments. Don't be mad, right? Because I never said anything about you personally, but you want to take a personal jab at me. So I'm going to jump off the top rope. That's just what it is. And I'm sure you've gotten that from other YouTube content creators. I am no different, okay? Now, to the matter at hand. Today, we have Joe Budden and the Joe Budden podcasters. And they had a little discussion about Cardi B's new record, right? Now, there's been some mixed reviews online. I actually liked it, right? I thought it was dope. It was better, a lot better than I expected it to be from the 7-second snippet that ended up coming out. There was a lot of chatter, the whole Bia thing. Since then, people have tried to compare Cardi B's record to fucking Ski Mask, the Slump God, who's not even in the conversation. No offense to you, but come on. But in the conversation with Joe Budden and team, Joe basically came out and said that Cardi B is scared to drop her album. He says we're 6 years in and she still hasn't dropped it. She's stutter stepping for a very specific reason. She's afraid to put out an unsuccessful project because then the light can start getting dim. He also made a bold statement and said that the female rap wave is over. So he's going up, standing on a hill, willing to die and get struck by lightning. Basically shitting on the entire genre of female rap, saying he thinks he's either months or years ahead of the game, ahead of the curve, but he's not seeing the return on the investment for the ladies in hip hop. I totally disagree personally, but we're going to get to all of that momentarily, all right? Let me actually go ahead and pull up the Joe Budden podcast so that we could just hear everything that they had to say when it comes to the new Cardi B record, Like What Freestyle, and see if there's any sense to be made of it. See if there's any salvageable information that can be used, or if this is just all pure lunacy. Okay.
Music or no? Let's get the music.
We good? Right, let's do it.
Cardi's back.
I like it. Mm-hmm.
You like it?
I like it.
Do we have it a little bit?
Yeah.
I got you. Okay.
I got you.
I'm just asking. She put her it's a freestyle.
It is.
Over Missy's.
She's a bitch.
Yeah,
I like it. Not mad at it, but not blown away by it either. I like the concept of her just doing some freestyle shit, quote unquote freestyle shit.
Damn freestyle, man.
No, it's not a freestyle. I mean, nothing.
Now see, y'all gonna piss me off. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here. Y'all don't question no time when motherfuckers go up to Funk Master Flex and do a pre-written 10-minute freestyle. Y'all say it's a freestyle, right? When Meek Mill drops a Flamers freestyle, y'all don't question whether or not it's a freestyle. Y'all say it's a freestyle. But Cardi B comes out and drops Like What Freestyle, and you got Ice Pick over here talking about it ain't no freestyle. Nah, nigga, you think? Since when? Like, we are in 2024. Tell me the last time freestyling in rap music was valid. When was the last time you seen a motherfucker other than Juice WRLD? Like, it's very specific people that will actually freestyle off the top of the dome. You got Juice WRLD, you got Vic Mensa, you got MC Juice, who ain't even really out here like that no more. You got KRS-One, who they don't even be giving him the props and the love he be wanting or deserving. You got MC Supernatural, who most people in the world do not know, right? Jay-Z, no, that's not freestyle. No. They sit and stew around and go spew it in the booth. Lil Wayne, nope, not freestyles. He goes in and punches in every 2 bars. That's not freestyle. That's the same thing as building and writing a song. It's just the fact that he don't use a pen. So let's not get too technical about this freestyle versus non-freestyle shit, because we already know the argument is dead. There's a tombstone with that. A tombstone, and I ain't talking about the pizza.
I think it's a freestyle.
It's a sold single. It's just because it ain't going to perform well, we're not going to call it a...
Nah, I don't think so. I think it was low effort compared to...
Yeah, that's what I'm... So I can call it a freestyle. Yeah. Sets the bar of expectation.
Yeah.
I don't like it. It's for Cardi to be going so long with her...
You don't like it, but if Pusha T dropped a 60-second freestyle today, you would be goddamn guzzling it down. Get out of here, Ice.
A single by herself.
This is setup. She got a product coming or a big single coming or something.
It sounded like she was dissing niggas.
I don't care.
And it sounded like she was on the ride. It was just Megan and Nicki going back and forth. She just wanted to catch some of that steam by throwing her 2 cents into it. That's how I took it. So I was excited about it. And then Lotto and Ice Spice.
Very rare.
So I felt like it was the right time to do that. I thought it was dope. I liked it.
Y'all ain't gonna want to hear it from me, but the girl rapper wave is over.
Damn.
Oh, come on.
Just telling you what it is. I'm normally a few months ahead with this stuff. Sometimes a few years ahead with this stuff.
When you say over,
why do you say that?
I hate to go in on Joe Budden, but did you, were you a few years ahead when you knew that hip hop was not going to be lucrative for you no more? Were you a few years ahead when you decided on your tour, damn, I just did a show in West Bubblefuck, Albuquerque, New Mexico, and just got paid $3,000 to $5,000, and I got to spend half of that just to get back home? Damn, maybe I should do the podcasting thing. Like, I'm not even the Joe Budden dumper. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Joe Budden fan. I was a supporter of him when he was in the thick of it in hip hop. I continue to listen to Joe Budden music. Some of his diss records are some of the most scathing disses ever released in hip hop. And he will dish your ass for 10 minutes straight when you get on his bad side. But let's not act like you're goddamn Joe Stradamus, okay? You just see the female rap wave coming to an end when it's about, the top rappers right now in hip hop are women. The niggas are struggling to keep up. Not to mention all of the entire culture surrounding female rap. We got about 20 solid contenders that any moment could pop off with a hit record, pop off with a radio something, pop off on Billboard, pop off and, have a nice viral moment, go on BET Awards and capture everybody's attention, go on to different award shows. It's a lot of contenders out there, and that number 1 through 5 spot could be up for the taking within the next couple of years. So to say that the female rap wave is ending, that's one of ignorance. It's of jealousy. It's of possibly East Coast bias. And when I say jealousy, it's just the fact that, Joe really comes from male-dominated hip-hop. That was the era that he enjoyed. That was the era that he somewhat thrived in, right? That's the era where, to be honest, a lot of the best bars in hip hop come from, if we're going to break down lyrical, miracle, spiritual stuff. But the times have changed. The times have not been the same over the course of the last 4 to 5 years. So to say it's going to end, I think is absolute lunacy. Pink Friday 2 was the #1 album, period, of 2023, if I'm not mistaken. People say what they want about my takes on Nicki Minaj, but she blew the shit out the water. So much so that even her shit got discounted. People was cheating. Whatever they did, she was #1, right? And it wasn't even close. We see Megan Thee Stallion popping with hits, right? We see goddamn Cardi B. Her shit is even popping on Apple Music right now. I think she's #2 on Apple Music with the Like What freestyle. So it's clearly delivering. People are trying to discount it with the Spotify plays, all that type of stuff. Is outperforming Meek Mill ass. one of the guys that y'all go up for. Like What Freestyle is definitely outperforming whatever that heathenism shit was that Meek Mill dropped talking about niggas was trying to sabotage his release with the Diddy allegations. We got to be honest. We got to be real here, people. And we could go down a whole other list of people. I'm gonna let y'all go though.
Nigga, you just said it was
the girl rapper wave is finito.
How you just changed? So. You just said a couple of weeks ago that it was lit.
I wouldn't waste.
No, I said the cream rises to the top. So Lotto shall remain.
She will.
Flo Milli shall remain.
Got it.
Rhapsody will always be there, but she wasn't really a part of. But all of that, go find a girl, send her to Columbia, get it done, put her in the studio.
Send her to Columbia? You talking about BBL? You talking about teeth? Like, what are you talking about? Send her to Columbia? Is that the formula? Somebody got to let me know. Are all y'all female rappers getting sent to Columbia with a starter pack? Let me find out.
With fucking Mike Will or any one of them niggas. All of that, planting the girl in the scene, getting the record, and it taking off. That wave is over. I think labels are looking at it like very few of y'all are selling records. It's too much work.
Very few people in general are selling records, Joe. Let's not be dumb here, right? Yo, Schoolboy Q just dropped an album. I've been seeing all weekend people talking about the Schoolboy Q album, Blue Lips, this, that, and the third. It's dope, it's dope, it's dope. Everybody's rallying behind it, right? Schoolboy Q is anticipated to sell anywhere between 35 to 50,000 copies. That's not bad on Schoolboy Q, but that's not impressive. It's not contending with Pink Friday. But I'm quite sure y'all gonna get y'all ass on the Joe Budden podcast and give Schoolboy Q his praises when you listen to the album. The mother effing GOAT, Jay-Z. What does Jay-Z do every time he drops an album? For the past 3-4 albums, Jay-Z been dropping his motherfucking albums in tandem with Sprint. Goddamn T-Mobile. He putting his album straight on your motherfucking phone. Okay? 444, the last Jay-Z album, it sold about 262,000 album equivalents first week. And they put that shit on a Sprint phone by default for the free download. And also had it available on Tidal. Now, he went to war with Billboard about all those free downloads, and about a month later, the album was certified platinum. Okay? I love Jay-Z. He's my GOAT. But he shouldn't have to be coming up with schemes on how to do numbers. Right? So, the trickle-down effect is if the GOAT has to have that type of campaign, and he dropping music in tandem with the NBA finals to maximize his efforts, then it must be somewhat quiet for everybody else. That's all I'm saying. And those that are able to excel, those that are able to find a way to do big numbers in today's landscape, they're the anomalies. It's not the norm. The game is folding. Did we not just see, some of y'all may not have noticed, but I've been paying attention. Universal Music, Warner Music, all the labels are doing mass layoffs. They got these big head brain schemes to save $270 million in layoff cutoffs. People losing their jobs left and right. Don't know what they're going to do next. The same thing has been going on in the journalism, especially music journalism space. Nobody gives a fuck what these trained professionals got to say what the New York Times and Pitchfork. People are coming to YouTube to hear what people like I got to say about new music, right? So the landscape is totally changing. The way people consume music is totally changing. The way that people want to hear about music or hear about their favorite artists is totally changing. And Joe Budden, if y'all don't get y'all shit together, y'all might find yourself in a place of obsolescence as well, as much as you shit on Charlamagne the God and the Breakfast Club. Okay? Respectfully. Let me get back to it.
work to get your coin back. We got to go do brand deals all over the world with y'all.
What artist does not have to do brand deals in 2024? Please point them out. Please point them out, because everybody's doing a brand deal. Everybody for the last 12 years it's been like that. Y'all remember how many Beats headphones y'all saw in every artist from the top down, from Dr. Dre on down to the goddamn rinky dink nigga just barely getting a deal? Had either a Beats headphone in the studio, had a Beats pill, had a JBL, had a Bose headphone, something. You don't think this is for a reason? You don't think Cardi B is doing Duck Plump for a reason? Rihanna, Fenty? Like, the brand deals, the money that goes into the advertising for the corporations and the brands far supersedes the promotion budget from record labels for these run-of-the-mill ass artists trying to use TikTok to blow up. And now you can't even do that for a lot of the major artists because Universal pulled out of their goddamn agreement with TikTok. Now it's gonna get even harder for everybody. It's not gender specific. Everyone finna suffer.
Are expensive. Some of y'all are annoying, and none of these records are working.
But
none of these records are working. But and let me get to Cardi B. Cardi B is afraid, and I'm tired of just nobody saying it. Cardi B is scared to.
Some people ain't gonna like this, but Cardi B said it herself in 2021, if I'm not mistaken, with Angie Martinez, that she was afraid to drop her album, right? She's going through analysis paralysis. I spoke about analysis paralysis last night when I did my Saweetie video, where she has all this music stockpiled. She has all these different styles and genres of songs, and she's at a point where she just can't seem to put the right combination together, right? It's not the fact that she doesn't have music. It's not the fact that she don't got good records that could probably translate. It's really the fact that she's been recording songs since 2018, 2019, around the time Invasion of Privacy was released. She was already back in the studio creating new shit. Different trends have changed in hip hop. Different things have changed. Some of the tracks that she probably had have been used by other artists. We've seen how many leaks come out with different artists on the same beats with the same hooks and all of this other shit. I can only imagine how many tracks that were on her album list have been knocked off because other artists used them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that other artists wrote them for her. I'm talking about the production. And a lot of the production comes with a prepackaged hook. Either you just re-record the hook or you keep the original vocalist on it, right? Because it's normally a producer. So that's what's going on. Now, people are saying that this Like What freestyle even came out or was previewed a year ago. So people are saying that this is some re-rocked up work, which... how can you hold that against somebody? If it's unreleased and I decide to release it, it's new. How you gonna be mad at me because I recorded it a year ago and I decided to give it to y'all? Y'all know how many songs come out 3-4 years after they originally were made and nobody complains about it because nobody really knows? Shit been going on forever.
come out. It don't take this long to come out. They recently just found every year where she plugged that she was coming, dating back to 2019. It's like 6 different slides in different years of you saying, hey, I have something coming. Even this freestyle was previewed a year ago.
For real?
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was on live from somewhere and played this shit. This ain't new off the stove. Offset the other day in his story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish my baby would just drop.
I thought
What
that was
are
part
you
of the
afraid
setup.
of?
That's interesting.
Right? And I'm just thinking about how Cardi B has reacted to tweets that she dislikes, just any comment that she disliked. I think that she's afraid to put a project out. Because the wave of, if you put a project out and it don't do what it's supposed to do, you're donezo. Rates go down. Prices go down.
And not just that, she got a high bar to keep up with her last project. Exactly. So now you got added pressure.
I've said that a couple times on my channel. I said that the other day, you know, when it came to the Like What freestyle, you know. So I'm not gonna shit on them completely for this take. I think that there is some shrouds of truth in there. But I don't like the angling. I don't like the narrative that they're trying to push simultaneously. Let's not act like Cardi B is not one of the biggest female rappers in the game and one of the biggest rapper regardless of gender in the game. We talk about Cardi B every effing day, whether she has new music out or not. When she comes outside, people talk about what she's wearing, whether it be the shoes, the hair, the makeup, the nose, the lips, whatever. Cardi B pop up, she's a conversation starter. Cardi B decide to drop new music, even if it don't chart, it's a conversation about it. You know what I'm saying? And most of the shit that she been dropping for the last few years, it's been charting. It don't mean it's been going all the way to the top of the pops, but there's no option of Cardi B dropping a song and it just dropping in the middle of a forest with nobody hearing it. You get what I'm saying? So let's not do that. Let's not act like her run is coming to an end. It's definitely not. There's nobody here that's gonna replace her just yet. They got some contenders, but they still linking with Cardi to get over the hump.
Sure. You got a wave that's saturated right now with women rappers who are.
Since when can female rap be oversaturated? We done had 250 niggas rapping about selling drugs, killing niggas, spinning the block, killing the ops, doing what any, you know what I'm saying? The male rappers are out here killing each other literally, going to jail on murder charges, going to jail every couple months for rape and sexual assault, whether it be against male or female, Diddy. But nobody ever said, man, the rap game is just oversaturated with men. Might say it's oversaturated with too many similar people, too many people that sound alike, but nobody ever said, yo, man, it's just too many men rapping. Let's not do that.
Killing shit. And you got an arguable classic album to follow up. So it's double the pressure for her.
The problem I have with what Joe was saying, because he extends a lot of the R&B acts grace. Oh, come out in 6 years. Or even Kendrick, I heard him say, you know, give grace to as far as, you know, we're waiting for the project, 6 years, 5 years.
They aren't that. I want to be clear. But Kendrick is the exception, not the rule.
Got it.
R&B rules are also not rap rules.
Got it.
Oh,
I'm saying as far as the labels going to get Meg, Cardi, Nicki really don't count because she's such a staple. But even that with Cardi, right? Like a little.
Nicki don't count. How Nicki don't count when her last album before Pink Friday 2 was what, 2018, 2019? Her fans was waiting. Your goalpost is melting, my brother. It is melting. You're doing Jedi pottery right now. And trying to make it sound like you're so sophisticated and intelligent. And normally I respect your opinion. Normally when it comes to the music industry, I look to you as somebody who's a pillar in the game, somebody who's been through it, somebody who's seen the behind the scenes, somebody who still has relationships with the higher ups today. But right now, you sounding a little bit antiquated on this one, man. It sounds like you on an agenda.
Birdie had told me, fucking, I'm gonna just spill it, that whenever Nicki was trying to drop, or whenever Cardi was trying to drop, Nicki was trying to drop. And that's why Nicki kept changing dates. Don't quote me on nothing. But Nicki changed that date like 5 times trying to match up with whenever Cardi was dropping. And that was supposed to be the big, I mean, if we, just as consumers looking at it, that was supposed to be the 50 Kanye.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that, I feel like, would have helped Cardi. Nicki, I think, was going to.
But she didn't need it. She don't need it because her shit gonna go. It's gonna go. Like, are you crazy? Now, if they would have done the head-to-head 50 Kanye, drop on the same day, see who sells the most records and all of that, That would have been massive. Yes, it would have. However, as we can see, Cardi B is somewhat trying to avoid the Nicki Minaj conversation. She's throwing subs on records, right? But we saw the way that last year ended, right? We saw how things transpired from the VMAs to Kenneth being outside, talking about I'm out here, I'm looking for y'all niggas out here in New York. Offset laughing, you broke ass niggas talking shit, da 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 da, to the public breakup and all of this type of stuff. And then you got Nicki posting Whitney Houston memes, laughing and shit like that. 2024, it looks to me like Cardi B is like, yo, I'm not afraid of this chick, but I don't really want to engage in a full-on battle with her. Do I have to battle with her for my entire career just so that y'all can have entertainment? I'm gonna keep wearing her ass out with these subs, just like Nicki Minaj continues to throw some hard subs at Cardi. They're gonna keep doing that. That's part of the game. That's just like when Jay-Z and Nas were dissing each other with subliminals probably 2-3 years prior to when they actually went head to head with Ether and Takeover. A lot of people that aren't in hip hop may not have heard those disses, may not have known about the Memphis Bleak and the State Property and Beanie Siegel and all of them that was doing Jay-Z dirty work, and Nas was shitting on all them niggas low key. It's the same thing. It plays out the same way, but Cardi B, to me, it seems like she's more focused on business, branding, right? And overall trying to be happy with her family, or finding some sort of remnants of happiness with her family and her children. The other one, the last name says it all. Petty.
Going to sell whatever she was going to sell regardless. Mm-hmm. But Cardi, I think, would have gotten a big boost and just catapult from that marketing. It didn't happen, and then Nicki dropped. I ain't spoke to nobody up there at Atlantic, but I think Cardi backed out of that. I think she ran from that. And now we about to be in March, spring, summer, year 6.
Let's not act like we deep into the year, bro. we just barely coming out of Q1, my nigga. Let's not act like we're deep into the year. All right, today is March 3rd. Let's not act like we talking about September 26th. Give me a freaking break.
It got to be something this year, this summer.
This year,
it has to be
6 album
Yeah.
by the summer.
It has to be. If not, you might as well just.
I think a lot of these girl rappers are going through City Girls drama and keeping it low.
Like, what do you mean?
I just mean where the branding is louder than everything else.
Got it.
Well, that's what I was going to
Let me
say.
ask
When
you a
you, when you spoke to the labels, it's too much work with them. They're not getting their coin back. You got to look for brand deals and stuff. Not saying Cardi, but
let's just take a moment. Y'all might have jumped the shark a little bit, because I just saw headlines as of yesterday that says Cardi B has vowed to release her long-awaited new album this year. The Bodak Yellow hitmaker has vowed not to let anxiety or other people's opinions stop her from finally bringing out her long-awaited second record to follow up to her 2018 debut, Invasion of Privacy. After returning with new single Like What Freestyle this week, Cardi took to her Instagram story to share a short video in which she scrolled through numerous music files on her computer, some of which were dated as far back as January 27th, 2023. She said, "Look how long I've had this record for. I'm not letting my anxiety, I'm not letting what haters say, I'm not letting what fans say stop me. If I do a song, I'm gonna just drop it. Well, I've got no choice because I'm dropping my album this year, so stay tuned for the announcement." In the caption to the clip, the WAP hitmaker claimed to have 100 songs recorded for the record. She wrote, "January 2023, I really got like 100 songs." Cardi's update comes 6 months after insiders teased that her second album was almost ready for release, and she was looking forward to launching a new era for her career. Okay? So, let's not talk retroactively and be putting out this whole scared as shook, scared to death, you're scared to look in your fucking yearbook, when Cardi B just said yesterday, All right, y'all want it, I got it. I got over 100 clips, and I'm finna let them mother effers fly. Don't sound scary to me. If it was anxiety, maybe she took a little bit of medication to calm down. Okay?
Some of these newer acts, especially, if they said, let's say they sign you to a 360, do they care as much if they don't get the money back in music? If we do go get you brand deals over here and we use that and we make our money off of this?
I think
for
so.
For example, not no shots at anyone, but like a Saweetie. Saweetie don't really put a project out, but she keeps a brand deal somewhere now.
It's over.
But I'm just saying, so for someone like her,
and
see what I mean? That whole wave. Sweetie just dropped a record.
She did.
albums.
Even
for Sweetie,
but even
yeah.
what
I don't understand.
but with not no disrespect to nobody. With certain rappers, female rappers.
Then you got Ish jumping in here, knowing he don't listen to no music. He has no has no knowledge of the music industry, even though he sits next to somebody who was signed to a record company for 20 years. Now all of a sudden he wants to jump in the conversation and talk about money. Go figure.
They can't be branded in a really, really, really large way. Like sans Cardi, sans Nicki, sans Meg. A lot of these girls, you got real limited people that you could even do a brand deal with.
Yeah.
If you the label.
Sweetie's kind of
look at Ice Spice.
Sweetie's kind of like in a class of her own though.
Limited.
Brand deals with Dunkin' Donuts, all this type of shit. She ain't got an album.
Let's slow down for a little bit. All brand deals don't go in the same pool.
Sure. That's what I'm saying.
So I don't want to say look at Ice Spice, who's running around with Taylor Swift and on Super Bowl commercials. Rock Nation gonna make sure Meg keeps something going on.
Correct.
And they've done a good job in Atlantic with Cardi, making sure all her brand deals is going on. And that's where it stops. Whatever Sweetie is doing, don't look like what they doing.
Sure.
The
Not
bag
involving
is
music.
a lot. I'm just talking about the brand deals.
Yeah. Well,
That's what I'm saying.
But I agree with you, Ice. If you in a 360,
I'm gonna go get it.
the labels do want them to put music out at some point.
One hand washes the
It
other.
makes you
Yeah.
easier to
The
brand
labels
if you
do
got an
want you to
album
put
out.
music
It
out
makes
at
you
some point.
easier to brand. Your popularity is how we sell Doritos on you, or how we sell Popeyes on you, or how we sell such and such
But
on you.
I don't want to keep going to her, but Sweetie's fine.
that's what I was about to say.
I don't
That's
have-
why I was going to say
I
she
don't
kind of in a
have to
class
have
by
no
herself.
real music to keep
That's
popularity
very
going
Was she the
for
girl
her.
that was a
That's
ring card
true.
girl?
That's
Did
not-
she
You don't
that ain't
have
enough.
to.
Was she the
That's
ring?
true.
That's not enough.
true.
That
That's
ain't
not
enough.
enough.
That
Right
ain't
now-
enough.
Because we can go get any Instagram girl.
No,
That's the
right
thing.
now it is. I was literally sitting with a publicist who was like talking about doing like another deal with Sweetie. He was like, they were like, Pete, brands love her because she is so stunningly beautiful. You know what I mean? Like that's going to carry her for a long time.
At what
Whereas-
rate? At what
It's
rate?
over, girl.
At what rate?
I mean, I don't know.
See, this is the this is the shit that I be talking about, man. She's sitting here talking about her experience with a publicist who's doing deals with an artist like Sweetie, who we just talked about yesterday, who's having a hard time with the labels, but she's been keeping a lot of relevance. She's been keeping a lot of cash flow coming in off of her branding and image. And these niggas are sitting here discounting her actual conversation with said publicist about doing a deal with Sweetie, talking about, no, it's over. Oh, at what end? At what end that the money is going to register in her motherfucking bank account and you're going to see her on another endorsement on your TV screen? Is it not clicking? Is the bubble not bursting for you niggas yet? Y'all just talking to have something to say at this point.
What her rates are, but
Because
I mean,
again,
it's not
Yeah,
peanuts.
but if the publicist ain't highlighting that, then it don't
that
negate what we
matters.
saying.
That matters. It's a bunch of cute. It's a bunch of fly women, not even cute, really, really highly attractive women, right? And so if you don't have to have the thing that draws the brand to you, I could go get any badass girl off Instagram.
Nah, you
and
can't.
market
It's not the
them.
same. It's not quite the same.
I'm not saying it is. What I'm saying is, if you putting out quality music, that makes it easier to sell you to the brand.
I agree with that. Agree with that.
You have to
Or
put music
something.
out. You got to put something.
Quality music is not quality for everybody. There's artists out here with dirt trash ass music that just keep getting bags, just keep popping up all over the place. Y'all niggas y'all don't know what you're talking about, man.
You have to have a quality product.
You
don't
think it was
necessarily
hard to
gotta
sell
be
Meg
music,
to
yeah.
Nike?
No.
No.
And I just also want to throw in there all of the women that we naming have or have had the star man.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
So Sweetie had Quavo. So who cares if you don't talk too much and if the song ain't rocking?
You mean to tell me you think Sweetie is still living off of Quavo fame? Have y'all checked out the last video that Quavo just dropped a few days ago? That was what I'm talking about when a tree drops in the forest and nobody hears it. Love Quavo, love Migos. Who the hell heard that new song from Quavo? But guess what people was just talking about a few days ago? Sweetie, Rich Tivities. Sweetie in 2024 is a bigger artist than Quavo. And Sweetie still don't got an album out. She's still fighting with her label, still trying to figure out what the hell going on. Still coming off of doing busking on the side of the road with a karaoke machine, like I said. And she's a bigger artist than Quavo solo in 2024. Please cut the shit.
And you beautiful enough, and there's Quavo.
And she's good at, Sweetie in particular is good at selling some shit.
And don't you ever in your life, I hope y'all better not try to bring up Megan Thee Stallion and Party talking about she had the star boyfriend, because she was putting that nigga on every goddamn chance she could. She was putting that nigga on camera, dancing with the nigga, bringing all her friends around, making shit look lit, making it seem like he was out here doing shit that was popping. Never. Okay? If it wasn't associated with Cardi B, we did not know that man. So please don't bring that up.
Shit on Instagram. You know what I mean? Like, I can see why PR people and brands would like her. It's not just putting a pretty face.
But it's not.
Like, she has personality.
But it's not only that. She's kind of like, you know, I don't want to be killed for this, but it's true. She's kind of in her little socialite bag as well. Like, she's able to do a lot of things that not just anybody can do because of what she looks like and the way that women perceive her. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can put her in.
These niggas have no these niggas have no clue what Mel is talking about. When she said how women perceive her, these niggas probably flipped their face like, what does that matter? Stupid niggas.
On a fashion bomb daily, and she's in an outfit, and she's gonna have like 20,000 likes, whereas the average.
Yo, y'all talking about crackhead shit.
Hey, that's what I was about to say.
Y'all are talking about
like that is the
shit
minimal
right
shit we talk. I'm talking about
big brands.
It's not minimal. The stuff that Melissa Ford is talking about right now is analytics, traffic, and engagement, which is what drives the brand deal, which is what drives the value and the rate of the brand deal. The engagement, the traffic, the analytics, they're almost, if not more important than these rinky-dink ass, failing ass records that artists are dropping today. Dropping a flop of a record hurts you more, you know what I'm saying, than going and doing a brand deal and not putting music out and prolonging it and keeping your mystique for a little bit longer. If you're one of the few people that are blessed to be able to sit in that seat. Not everybody can do it, but there's some people that are definitely pulling that shit off. Did we not see how the world turned up for SZA after waiting on Control and SOS and all that other shit? You know what I'm saying? Come on, dog. Y'all got to be a little bit more tapped in. Tap in.
Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking
Cadillac.
about that shit. Yeah, shit like that. Like,
Wasn't she a ring card girl? Didn't she do that ring card shit?
Crackhead shit.
That shit was, come on, man.
But wait, now listen, because I don't even want to make it seem like we're harping on Sweetie or just the female MCs, because I do think that the broad picture is it applies to rap, period, currently.
Finally.
And that is the talk at some of these labels.
I think so.
We
I think
not
it's been that way for a long time.
Yeah, but I think
rap is on the way out. Do y'all not see Tyler out here goddamn gyrating with the Gap? Is it the Gap? It hold on. Am I tripping, or did I not just see her do a Gap commercial, doing choreography and shit? I told y'all almost a year ago the Afro beat and all the international music was coming for hip hop's neck. And they're gonna assimilate hip hop. They threw two motherfucking Travis Scott on a Tyler song, to much of our chagrin, much of our disapproval. But they're gonna They gonna get niggas out the paint, use you. They're gonna use you to help get you out the paint. So that you can, man, come on.
I think it's getting highlighted.
I think a lot. I told y'all. I think a lot of these rappers went in with that mentality. Yo, let me get hot here so that I could bounce over here and then start doing all this shit. And I ain't got to put this music.
And
out.
I think the product is starting to show that shit is caca.
Let me play.
A lot of these rappers can't rap, yo. Even the niggas that y'all be highlighting up here, I'll be like.
Now I do agree with Ish that these rappers can't rap, but I mean, rap skill is not what runs the music industry or the music business in 2024. It's been a very long time since that was the primary goal, was just to be an excellent rapper. We see that there's only about 4 or 5 excellent rappers, 3 that really get credit. We know those: Kendrick, Cole, Drake. Everybody else is just existing and figuring it out when it comes to talent and skill. Let's be honest. Let's be real. Let's not act like that's a benchmark.
That shit don't be that fire to me. Because I'm listening for content, I'm listening for lyrics. Y'all be like, yo, lyrics don't matter. I think you only got a certain amount of time when you could just keep doing that.
I was hanging out with a 22-year-old kid that's like in the rock scene, white kid. And he was talking about how music...
Yeah. We're going to go ahead and end that there. They're just pontificating at this point. We don't want to keep going with that. So in summation, Joe Budden says the female rap wave is over. It's coming to an end. He says Cardi B is afraid of dropping an album. He says that Cardi B is afraid to go head to head with Nicki Minaj. Right? They tried to say that the female rappers are not successful. They're not yielding results. They're not charting. They're not bringing in money, which I think is a falsehood. But now I want to open the floor for y'all. Let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the post notification bell for all updates. This is the first official episode of Inside the Industry with J Nolan. I hope y'all enjoyed it. All my insiders, what's happening with it? We're going to get some drops. We're going to get some cool little claps and sound effects and stuff to bring into the fold. Again, we pushing for that 10K, so make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share the video. Make sure you share the content. Still trying to figure out what I'm going to do for 10K. This is my birthday month. My birthday is March 20th, so even if I don't hit 10K by then, or if I hit 10K before then, most likely March 20th is going to be the celebration date. I just got to figure out what I want to do with y'all, with the insiders. You know what I'm saying? How we going to bring it? How, you know what I'm saying? Do I want to bring some of my homies on, let them jump into the stream? You know what I'm saying? Do I want to drop some new music or something on that day? Drop a new record just to like have some energy. You know what I mean? Because y'all been living with Let's Get It for a while, but I got some shit in the tuck. So it's a few different ways we can go. I'm going to definitely run it over with my baby. Definitely run it over with a couple of my trustees. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are definitely open to chime in and let me know what's good too. But yeah, that's my time, y'all. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Signing out, J Nolan. I'm going to take y'all out with Let's Get It one good time. And I will see y'all at the top of the week, all right? Enjoy the rest of your
King of my city in cul-de-sac. Coming, I swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. But I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.